August 19th, 2013. Writer's block. That accursed state of mind that can plague even the most proficient and well-known writers. You have a great idea. You write, and all of a sudden, one day, everything goes to hell. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, nothing you do or think brings about any inspiration for the story you are working on. It's so damn irritating. Nothing comes to mind as a way of continuing the story you've been working on, being it how to end a fight scene, or the catalyst that sends the protagonist on a desperate rescue mission, or exactly how some poor, wretched soul meets a terrible fate playing an old video game. You just can't seem to find the perfect way for the miserable sap to die. But why? Why do we get writer's block, or sometimes can't even find the inspiration for a new story? What causes our minds to freeze up on us and refuse to cooperate, refusing to allow the story to flow from the depths of your mind to the page? I mean, what causes it? Simply being unable to connect the dots and find the right shred of inspiration to kickstart the story back on track? Or something much, much worse? What if there were stories meant to go unfinished? Think about it. Take certain creepypastas, for example. Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, The Rake, Laughing Jack, all of them. Everyone knows those stories already, and if they don't, trust me, they're rather easy to find, including some good narrations of the stories, or even less than scary spin-offs, undoubtedly attempted by some overzealous fangirl who was screaming, "Notice me, senpai!" in her head while writing it. Seriously, it's that fucking bad. Since everyone has read about them, they usually write them off as fiction, figuring if nothing happened to them for reading about them, assuming they get the normal paranoia when first reading them. You know the kind. Oh god, Jeff's gonna find me and kill me! Then they don't exist. And that's the plan. Maybe the ones that do exist don't let you write about them. Consider this. You're working on a really good scary pasta for Halloween, let's say. You've made up this horrific monster, one that puts all the other pasta monsters people fangirl over to absolute shame. It's gonna be great. Maybe even one of the famous narrators will decide to read it, add music and sound effects and stuff, and use it to scare the absolute crap out of people. It's gonna be great. And then it hits you like a brick wall. Writer's block. You're stuck. You can't figure out how you want your heroine to die at the hands of your monster. So you sit on it for a while. As the days pass, nothing comes to mind. You continue on with your day-to-day activities. Work, school, kids maybe. Life goes on, right? And still that slap of inspiration is yet to smack you across the face. As time passes, you think about your story less and less. You forget about it, and as the days turn to weeks, weeks to months, months to a year or so in extreme cases, the story and where the heck you were going with it vanishes, all according to plan. Then one day you're looking through all your Word documents, looking at all your past papers and assignments and whatnot, when you come upon that little old pasta, alone and forgotten. Just for the kicks, you decide to open it. Hey, maybe even try to finish it? Who knows? Funny thing about time though, you grow. Your mind changes, maybe how you write stuff now is worlds apart from then. As you peruse your little story, you can't help but think how utterly stupid it is. It seems like it was written by a child, and certainly not by you. After all, you've grown, and your writing style isn't even close to this mess of a story. You decide it's beyond saving, there's no way you can salvage this. And without a second thought, you press delete. And they've won. One more monster, still free to hunt in the recesses of the night. I mean, it's not like they disappear or anything, but think about how most monsters and demons and other beings of a frightful nature draw their power over you, before they kill you, of course. Fear. Say your little story survived and made it out for the world to see. Your favorite creepypasta narrator has taken a shine to it, and decides to use that as their next performance. Sure, it's a great scare, for the first few times it's heard or so. As more and more people are exposed to it, the less they put stock in it. Soon people will believe that particular creature doesn't exist, or perhaps it's all in their head. That creature has lost its edge. Sure, it can still kill you, brutally at that. But what's the fun in a kill if they can't give you one hell of a scare beforehand? Just to get your sweet blood pumping all nice and rich all over your body, sweetened with terror-fueled adrenaline, before the creature rips into its meal. If people think it doesn't exist, then all the fun is just sucked right out of their kill. My advice to you: never give up on a story, especially ones about some sort of monster or demon. You are probably the only one who's had that story in their grasp. Finish it. Share it with the world. Share it before the first stage of writer's block hits you. If you don't finish it in time, then... Oh, damn, what will happen? I can't decide. Great. Guess I'll just have to sit on it for a while. August 19th, 2014. Holy crap, has it really been this long? I can't believe this story just sat here for a whole damn year. And just look at it. Who wrote this? Some middle school kid? Sorry to post an unfinished story, guys. I guess I'll just delete it. It's really not worth reading anyway.